Wintertime's coming and you're thinking about that trip to grandmother's house, aren't you? Well, now's the time to also make sure that your car is ready. Easy one to check, windshield wipers. Make sure they're soft and supple, able to clear away the grime and the ice that you might uncover later. Speaking of the windshield, let's make sure there's no cracks or pits in it, because as you got the heater on the inside and the cold weather outside, it causes those things to run. While we're on the car, let's go ahead and grab the hood and check some of the fluids inside as well. Dipstick, make sure the oil level's right, check all the fluids, make sure they're full up as well as the right type of fluid for the winter. Great thing to check is your windshield wiper fluid. Make sure it's all weather, otherwise it can just turn into an icy mess on the windscreen, which is going to do you no good at all. And if any of these things bother you, you're a little uncomfortable and nervous about this, take the car into your local dealership, let them check it all out for you. In fact, that'd be a great time that the dealer could also check your battery, because in the wintertime, in the cold weather, batteries may not crank as hard as they do in the summertime. Now that we know your car is going to run right in winter, let's make sure yourself and your passengers are taken care of as well. It's always a great idea to keep a pack ready to go. Let's see what's inside. We've got a blanket to keep warm, gloves in case you do have to do some work out in the cold, extra food, some granola bars in case you're stuck out there for a while. A great idea is an extra phone charger. That phone might be your lifeline to the rest of the world, so you want to make sure you're strong and charged there. And lastly, some extra clothing in case you get wet or cold. Tool-wise, you never go wrong with an extra flashlight, an ice scraper, but this isn't just for the windshield, this is also for your lights. Make sure you're seen and being seen. Some things you want to bring along for other drivers that aren't as prepared as you: a tow rope, jumper cables. Last idea, and this is a good one, is an extra floor mat. This can provide extra traction for your tires in the snow and the ice. Tires are another very important part of winter safety. You want to make sure that if you're in colder climates, you have mud or snow tires. You might even want to consider winter tires, and you want to make sure that the pressure's right. How do you know that? Come around here. Right inside here is the manufacturer's suggested pressure. So now that we got the car ready for that winter drive, it's good to remember that today's cars are also built to take care of you in the winter. There's so many great technologies. There's almost like four-wheeled robots to get you through the bad weather. Great systems like StabiliTrak, traction control, weather and traffic reports coming right through your radio. Traction control allows the vehicle to keep going no matter what slippery substance you're going through. And basically it uses the braking system to modulate how much power is going to the tires, so before there's any wheel spin, the traction control allows the car to carry on forward. GM's Test Track includes some tiles that, when wet, make it feel just like ice or snow. And what it does is it uses those anti-lock braking systems not only just to make sure the car is going forward, but also that's going straight. In years past, you were taught to pump the brakes yourself. With all anti-lock braking systems, the best way to come to a stop is full pressure. Many modern radio systems, like that found on this GMC Terrain, have traffic and weather updates built right in to also keep you on the safest roads. You know, another great idea is to always have at least half a tank of gas in your car. That way you can avoid any costly and disruptive fuel line freeze-ups. And lastly, it's always good to have a tether, a lifeline to your car, if you will. And that's what OnStar is great for. In the event of a crash or the push of the red button, OnStar gives you 24-hour access, 7 days a week, to emergency assistance. And if you don't have a GM vehicle, we now have OnStar FMV, which will go into your car as an accessory. Just about every other car on the road today is ready for FMV. So I think we're all set. Your car's ready to go, you're ready for winter, you're ready to enjoy that nice apple pie at Grandma's house, and we'll see you next year.